IT.
Recording in progress.
And now we'll call meeting order. Is the meeting properly now? Yes. Okay. Roll call. With the record show, all committee members are present. The motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Motion and second to approve the agenda. The discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We have an agenda. The motion to approve the minutes from June.
Both moves.
Motion and second to approve the June minutes. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Public participation if there is any. Financial reports. Everybody got a chance to see them? And does anybody have any questions?
I have one. On the expense report, what is the $258,723 listed under member license?
That's probably, I guess I don't know, that's probably the DNR. I guess I don't know where that.
Maybe it's in DNR license.
I'm pretty sure it's the DNR.
It wasn't budgeted, that's the question.
And there was no unbudgeted $250,000.
Right now,
Yeah.
okay.
Those things.
$258,723.
I'm sorry, I got that up. I don't see that on the June report. What column is it in?
Really expensive.
Your expenses? Yeah. That goes openly. Really $200,000 item. I see it's wage. It's a one-page report, right?
They're rich. We'll make that bigger. Can't see it. You know, I think you can.
What about the 3 dots up in the corner? That's, I don't think you can, because that's a Skyward report, and I think that's one of the problems with the Skyward reports. You can't blow them up.
Well, Kyle's on now, so he's asking.
Kyle.
Find it. Well, regardless of blowing it up or not, we still only have one item in there, the wages, $239,995.
Here it is right here. Page 3.
Okay, how do you, I'm sorry.
Kyle, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Jerry's wondering the expense report number 258,723.
Page 3, budget of $870. June activity, $258,723.29.
Oh, yep. I did a journal entry that actually got moved over to the line below it, license and permits. There was it was the DNR fees that we pay I think quarterly for the waste that or the material that we take into the landfill. So it was just a coding error.
But it's only an $870 budget, so.
Oh, it's on the wrong line.
Yeah, I got you.
Yep. So so there was a journal entry made to reclassify that.
Nah, but when Randy was,
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry to be a pain in the ass. I can only get one page. I can't find the second and third page.
He's got it highlighted up there right now.
Yeah. Under page 2, 3.
Of the expense report.
don't say when I reviewed that, I didn't. I only saw one item for 200,000, sorry.
Any other questions? Hearing none, move on to site report.
All right. So we did 404,666 tons of garbage reflected in June 2 year date. Total volume collected is 22,898, which is 3,250 tons more than last year at the same time. Our MRF tonnage, 438 tons recycling reflected in June 22. 2,024 tons was collected year to date, which is 690 tons more than this time. We did have one kind of vehicle accident this last month. Driver pulled onto the road, didn't see oncoming traffic. Neither vehicle was driving at super high speeds, so no injuries, which was good. Some damage done to the other vehicle. Nothing to our vehicle. So we just put out a parking lot. Guy came across. Didn't see him. I don't know. That's always that. So yeah.
That's turned into insurance.
Yeah, so we just took statements from the driver, sheriff department's call, they took their statements. We took our statements from the driver, from the resident who got hit. Sheriff did the same, we turned it over to insurance. So they taken care of this. So the driver got sent in for a drug test right away, got pulled off the road until that drug test. So no real update on anything from NewGen Strategies. We did place several comment boxes around the department. That's so to give employees a chance to share their thoughts and ideas, how to, if they had any ideas, on how to make the department more efficient, more cost effective. Give them a anonymous platform. They could submit their ideas if they felt uncomfortable submitting. We had that up for about a week and a half, and they were collected and we passed on to the consultants. Yeah. And I didn't actually see them, right? I know there was something, so. Cynthia, I don't know if you have anything else to add to that?
I'll just add that part of that process I'm going to be involved in directly with NewGen, and we will select. Looks like there's only 2 people that actually left their name on the comments, so that we'll interview those 2 people as part of the report process, and then of course I'll have a section in there where we bring up those concerns or ideas, and then kind of address them, whether they're good ideas or why they're not feasible. But they will be looked at thoroughly.
But other than that, we haven't really heard from them themselves in a while, which we knew. We knew that during this middle firewall, we're piloting all data that came on or something like that. We weren't really gonna be hearing.
So they pretty much done with their inspection stuff.
Yeah, with the on-site stuff, they're done. We got them all their data. They haven't asked for anything in a while. So they should have everything that they need. It's just them going through the process. They compile everything. Clean sweep was Saturday, June 4th. It was a crazy huge turnout. I think we figured almost somewhere between 400 and 500 vehicles pulled through the gate. We had about 100 vehicles pulled through the gate 2 years ago during the clean sweep event. So it was a good event. It was awesome. The final numbers, we just got the last of it today, actually. So we collected 18,500 pounds of hazardous waste, 21,000 pounds of electronics, 104,000 pounds of tires, 4,500 pounds of appliances, and 5,200 pounds of scrap. So it was a good day, super busy.
The people that said, we'll take you, they took them.
Yes,
And they took the tires.
no, tires we collected.
Okay.
It was a half
Appliances.
price. Appliances and tires, we did a half price pay for. So we collected all that here for half our normal rate. And then we called in people that normally come collect our tires after on that Monday. And they came and hauled out here 3 massive semi loads of tires.
You must have took something by the ton, because
We did.
I've seen
If
the
they came
stock
in,
trailers full of them.
they came in with more than around 10 tires, then it actually gets cheaper just to do it by the weight, so that they got sent up to scale. That's so. And yeah, we track it all by weight, so even the tires we collected individually, we weighed those at the end. So, yeah, it was good.
I know when I was in mine, there had been 15 cars backed up on 21 weight. to begin with.
Oh, in the beginning of the day, it was all the way down to Highway 13. Like it was insane. I actually talked to the sheriff's department to see if they could help us with that traffic.
He was up there a little bit. And he,
Yeah, by the time the sheriff actually got there, it had gotten a lot shorter than manageable, but early, it's like, oh my gosh.
I went and I turned around and got him, and other people were just sitting there with the blinker on trying to make a left-hand turn. and
Oh, yeah,
they were
good luck.
going,
So yeah, we are gonna do it every year. We are gonna move the date. The date was kind of hard internally, at least, being the weekend right after a holiday. People had it off, then it was the end of the month, so internally, month end stuff that we were trying to do with building and invoicing. So it was difficult internally to get prepared for that. So we're actually gonna do it early next year. We're gonna do it on the first Saturday that we're open on Saturdays, so the first Saturday of May instead of the first Saturday. So we just think it's just gonna be a little easier, trying to schedule some of the stuff.
It might be easier, but don't you think the people need to be up there a while to be able to gather these things? Because. the
I mean,
first
I'm not
week
gonna
of May-
please everybody, because I got a bunch of feedback and we should have it earlier, so there's not so many seasonal people bringing their stuff. So we received that feedback as well, so I guess.
I've seen Lakeside tires from Harrisville, or Lakeside, people went from Harrisville.
Right.
They were given a big truck full of tires, and I mean, it wasn't just county. Our county, I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen dump trucks that were
Yeah.
out of county and, you know, different names on the trucks. They came from a long ways.
But this doesn't cost us anything.
Yeah.
Well, the tires do and the appliances do, that's coming just straight out of our budget. We're doing that just to try to
Because the
get
WDA,
side of it.
DATCP returns dollars.
It's a match grant, they don't pay for all of it, they give you a set amount, we have to match a certain value of that, and anything above that, we pay as well. So yeah, most of the hazardous waste collection is paid for, but all the other stuff that we
They
do
got, they got,
is just our budget, our stuff. So for like tires and appliances, our rates are set right now for both of those, that we charge exactly what it costs us. We don't, on a normal day, we don't make any money on tires or appliances. So when we do these half price days, all that half price, all of it, that is just coming from us. It's not like we're just losing, we're like not making as much, because we don't make money.
I got it, yeah.
So that is gonna be the, I guess, discussion we have, is this an event for everybody that just has even a summer home up here? Because then yes, like a summertime date would be better. Or is it for permanent residents who call Adams County home? That's the, I guess what we decide what this event is for.
Well, but again, then they can argue, well, you know, even though it's a summer home of mine, I'm still paying taxes, I'm still
Yeah.
participating in the county.
Yeah.
Revenue, so.
But every county, everywhere has their own hazardous collection.
Yeah.
Ours just happens to be a little cheaper than most, and they want to bring it up here.
I think if you make it available in summer people here. That stops a lot of stuff ending up.
Maybe, and then, yeah,
One thing, I mean, like the summer home and the full-time residents, great, but like I said, the Lakeside's coming over from Harrisville.
Right.
I mean,
instead of the county running, and they're bringing tires.
And that stuff, yeah, that stuff we can't really
Yeah.
control because we don't put those restrictions
Yeah.
on a normal.
Yeah.
Anybody can come here and bring their tires. So,
Well, okay, now that's a little different story. You know, when we get our taxes, we get our little color coded Preston Township dump coupon.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we couldn't do that with why wouldn't we take other county stuff?
I mean, we're not just we don't just take ours just from the county. Your transfer site, that's for you to take, that's
Well, I
for just
understand.
Preston.
But he's talking about somebody that brought tires from 10 miles outside the county.
And that's one of the things we've been looking at over the last couple of months, and that is part of the study that we're doing. We wouldn't, without the out of county waste that we bring in, we wouldn't be able to afford to operate essentially. Not at what cost for trucks and equipment and the out of county waste. We bring it almost half, a little under, but it's about half our waste comes from out of county. So you cut off, you take out that much waste and revenue, you wouldn't be able to support the department as it is without being drastic.
I'm not talking about the regular waste, I'm talking about the day, sorry.
Oh, like it's the clean sweep.
Clean sweep day.
Well, and
And
that,
in order to bring their stuff in, they've got to bring this coupon that's mailed with their tax bill. They've
And
got
that
to bring
we
it
had-
in.
so that we can look at, because for the hazardous waste department, it is supposed to be just Adams County for hazardous waste. But to do like a verification, yeah, maybe the coupon thing is the way to go, or if you have an Adams County, right, net more money on our end, front end, send out to every single Adams County resident. So they can
Well,
bring
send out
something
the tax
back
bill.
in.
It's just, maybe they can go out with tax bill
Because, yeah, that could be a way to do it too, and then they have to have that little,
in order to get, open up your trunk, here's the coupon, take it out. Here's-
yeah, no, that's not a bad idea, I don't mind that at all, actually. Let's try to do like a address verification for everyone
Correct,
coming
that's,
in.
that's not gonna work.
Easier to do it through the township. Tax.
Yeah, yeah, and that might be something we can look at the end of this year, for next year.
Mhm.
That's a lot of time to have people hold on to that. Like, we're-
Well, they don't hold on to it, they don't hold on to it, they just don't.
Yeah.
They just don't get rid of their,
Right, so this is way next.
This is where some of them are lying on.
And like this year, this next year, it might not be quite as big, you know, where it went
And
a
that's-
couple of years without it,
Yeah.
and people had to stockpile of.
That's kind of what I assumed as well, that if we have this every year, it's not gonna be this big. Because 2 years ago when they had it, only 100 people came. But we didn't have, they didn't really advertise it very well, wasn't organized very well. And it was weird, kind of started all the COVID stuff, so because people weren't going out as much. So it's just a weird year all around. So yeah, it's essentially been almost 4 years since we had.
It was better advertised this time.
So yeah, the staff did a really good job. Hitting the advertising hard, putting the paper, putting the radio, putting flyers up. So they did a really, really good job. Anything else on Clean Sweep? So our ADC, so it's our alternative daily cover sprayer. It's on site, it's ready to use, we've calibrated. We've got the material on site, stockpile. We are now just sitting, waiting for the DNR to get their final. So they keep telling me 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks goes past. Keep telling me 2 weeks again. So kind of how it is.
With using that instead of the sand cover that we make, that'll help a little bit on your volume of the landfills.
Yeah.
So you.
Yeah, and I don't have the numbers here. We've looked into those numbers and figured out exactly how much space sand takes up. So yeah, it definitely will. You don't have to scrape it off either. It just kind of dissolves right back into the garbage. So it's gonna be a really nice, there's restrictions on it, you can't use it if there's a long weekend, it's not made to sit for that long. It's all made. If there's heavy rains, you can't use it, there's super heavy winds, you can't use it. So we're still gonna have to use sand, but significantly less. So I think it'll be really good. The guys kind of like everything, they complain about stuff, and they realize that it's actually gonna help them out, so. Had, let's see. Yeah, filling operations, it's normal. DNR was on site the last week of June. They did an initial site inspection, which is part of the process that we're going through to get that vertical expansion done. And it's essentially just looking at the site, looking at the waterways, making sure, or what we're doing, it's just kind of a checkbox and saying we have to do it. We're not expanding footprints, nothing's changing from last time we did. We're just going up. So there's really nothing for them to really look at. They're here, everything's fine. We're gonna continue to move forward with it. We are gonna go forward looking at getting a different capping material. As we've noted in the past, clay is really short. Here we don't have any clay. So instead of clay, we're going with this alternative cap material that takes the place of clay, essentially. So it cuts down, so when you cap a landfill, you have to put 3 feet of clay over the garbage. This allows you to put 8 inches of clay, and then it's a material to left. That's a lot of clay, less that don't have all. So the end price is still gonna be like the same, not cheaper. It's just the work.
Well, it has to be cheaper then because the work is gonna be.
Well, the material is really, really expensive.
Oh, I see. So
it
you're
kinda
talking
makes
about.
up, like, it kind of comes out to the same if we have clay, we just don't have it, so we're gonna go this route. Not really saving money, but we will save time and
Trucking from Clover or
and
wherever
trucking,
else.
yeah. So it's like a composite material, thick plastic. And then it's bentonite in the middle, and then it's the thick plastic on top. So the bentonite sealed in between 2 layers of composite material. And you let that down and bentonite will form. I've used it on other landfills, it works really nice. The guys installing it really like doing that rather than, clay. And then they did a compliance inspection as well. They were really happy with how the landfill looked. So Kevin and the guys up there have done an awesome job, kind of getting the landfill where it needs to be. We have the only thing they said is wind blowing litter. Try to keep up on. We still have the manpower to clean all the time, but they didn't say it was bad. They just said make sure we stay on top. Other than that, yeah, they didn't have anything else for the inspections. That was good. And then we're in talks with the city of Adam, over update our EJ agreements. Basically, this agreement between the 2 municipalities that will take EJ that we provide. Nothing's really going to change. It's not a contract. It's just kind of a agreement saying yes, we can take our. So nothing's really bound by either. The agreement doesn't bound us together. If we want to haul it somewhere else, we have the right to, and essentially if they want to shut us off, they have the right to do that. 28 loads of recycling went out, so pretty good month sending out recycling. 8 to 10 employees in the last couple of weeks, so that's been okay. We've got our first couple people from the other staffing agency that we work with. So they started showing up last week, maybe the week before by now. The feedback that we received early on, that other agency is that our rates are too low. We have to really supply a consistent workforce. They're trying to get people out of rapids, so convince people from Rapids to drive down here for $14 an hour. It's hard. I basically told them that's all. We just can't pay anymore right now. But it's us, and that's just what we'll have to continue dealing with, like we have been for the last how many years, so. The stockpile on landfill is finally gone. And no more, so that's been great. We haven't opened up for taking from Letter Root yet. Because the staffing issues, we're just afraid we're gonna end up in the same spot. We're not gonna keep up with it. And we're gonna end up creating a couple of again. The DNR has been really good working with us, but it's not a issue of press. Try this again. You're walking into a very gray area this whole last year plus. And then we put in the bid for the city of Adams for their collection. We haven't heard back. They did tell us they weren't going to be making a decision until at least right around the 20th of July. Which is really late. It's going to be really tight. If we do get chosen for this, that's only essentially 2 months to get everything together. So they're really far behind on it. I knew their contract was ending. I've been in contact with them starting last summer. Being like, hey, are you guys going to go to bid? Yep. They just never, so I don't know. But now it's, if we do win this award, it's going to be really hard. Because it starts October 1st. So we have to be everything, all logistics done, parts distributed, routing done, everything, calendar done in 2 months, which is incredibly.
That's when their contract is up with whoever they're doing.
They're with LRS right now. Their contract is done at the end of September. So they want the contract to start October 1st. So if they don't decide until July 20th, that's August and September, we have to get stuff done. So we're starting to do some of the stuff that we can do, just some of the, without spending money essentially, stuff they're trying. So getting some documentation ready, getting the calendar ready, getting some of the wording, like the letters that we send out to people ready. I've got quotes from cart companies. Just had an idea. I told them, okay, we're gonna order you now, but if you do order them, we're gonna need it quick. So they also cart companies I work with know about it. So yeah, that's all I got. Any questions? Site report. I'm gonna talk about there.
Okay. Project status report.
The only thing updated is we got the last piece of truck equipment was on site on the 30th, so it's our new roll-off truck is on site. Everything else is kind of still either in the works or, so that's the only thing that's been used since the last meeting.
Track compared on here.
Yeah, there's other, it's still, yes. I mean, they got all the agreements are signed, parts are ordered, just kind of wait. We have to get some floor jacked up in the whole recycling building, so that's everything we're waiting on now. We can't move any equipment in place until the concrete is jacked up. So that kind of is holding up everything, but still will be done this year. It's probably not done with fall.
Okay. You have any questions? No. Okay. Upcoming agenda items. Anything anybody wants to see on the next agenda?
If you agree that this is a possibility, should that be an agenda item for the clean sweep identification process, or you just gonna wait?
Probably not yet.
Okay.
Let's, especially just not through the summer. We just don't have time. Like, I want to talk to staff and give them their opinions and
Okay.
see. So probably like September, October, we'll.
Okay,
make that
very good.
decision.
Okay, next meeting, August 9th, 5 p.m. here.
Yep.
Okay. He has anything else? Meeting adjourned.